Hello? Hello? Hi, Felicitas. I can see you and Esther.
Yes.
Okay, sawa. Sorry, I think I had not removed the other class that I had. I forgot to.
Yes.
I forgot to end. And you know, I was recording. I think that's why I was not able to end. I think it have ended. Okay. All right. So I think we can continue.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to see me?
No.
We can't see you.
Okay, but there you can hear.
Yeah. We can hear you clearly.
Okay. That's good.
Hi, Madam Julia.
Hi. But I can't see you. No, I can't see. I don't know.
We can't.
Open my. Oh yeah, now I think you can see me. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sawa. Otherwise, I trust you guys are well.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're okay.
I'm sorry. I'm taking family time. You know, this is the time for you to be bonding. And having cooking dinner. Sasa nitaanza kuambiwa mimi ndio nafanya
Yes.
mimi ndio nitamfanya watu wanakataa kupika.
Yes.
I don't want to hear those complaints.
Oh, hey.
Eh? I don't want to hear those complaints.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, otherwise it is very nice to have you guys around. So I think what I will do, please maybe you can mute your mics, please.
No, let's.
Maybe you can mute your mics, your microphone. Hello? Okay, fine. I think that is in order. Okay, basically, if you're able to hear what I'm saying, maybe just type on, just put like a small emoji of your hands up. Oh, Jacqueline, very nice to see you. Jacqueline Cherop. Jacqueline, you're very much welcome. Jacqueline Cherop. Okay, so if you can hear me, I think we shall continue. So I'm sure you're all able to hear me, right? Maybe you can take your hand like this on one of the emojis on your type message here. Okay, sawa. Esther, I can see you can hear me. Felicitas, you able to hear me? Okay, sawa. Jacqueline Cherop, are you able to hear me? Okay, fine. So I think I'll just go to the main points and be able to introduce this unit that we call shorthand. I think what I want you to do is, I think it is important for us to communicate. I think just open your microphone because I'll need to ask you some questions. So just unmute your mics. Yeah, I might need to ask you some few questions. So kindly unmute. Felicitas, unmute. Cherop, it's very nice to see you. Okay, fine. So I am sure all of us are pursuing a course in secretarial studies. Yeah, both Esther and Felicitas, I know you're pursuing a diploma in secretarial studies, and Jacqueline Cherop, you're pursuing a certificate in secretarial studies. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So basically, when you plan or when you're planning or when you're actually pursuing either a certificate or a diploma in secretarial studies, there are those very important skills, yeah, that are required of you as a secretary, or for you to be able to be recognized as a secretary. There are two very most important skills, and one of these skills is what we call shorthand. Yeah, just as the word suggests, yeah, it is a short hand. Yeah, yani ni mkono short, but si mkono hii mkono. Yeah, just one way, you know, just the way we say long hand. Yeah, so what is the opposite of long hand?
Shorthand.
Shorthand.
That's very, very correct. Yeah, so when you're writing your notes, for example, I mean, I don't know whether you are practicing secretaries. I'm sure when you're going in for meetings, yeah, you normally write some notes, right? Is that correct, Jacqueline?
Yes.
Jacqueline, do you normally write some notes? Okay, Felicitas, do you normally write some notes when you go for a meeting?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, the same thing with Esther, right?
Yes.
Okay, fine. So when you go for these meetings, how do you normally write your notes? How do you write your notes?
In abbreviation.
Hello, Felicitas, how do you normally write your notes?
In point forms.
In point form, and when
in
you're
point form, and then later you elaborate.
Oh,
later after the meeting, you elaborate on them.
Okay. All right. But when you're writing them in point form, you're writing them in English. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And now you write them maybe kama ni jina kama information, you write info, right?
Yes.
Yes.
You shorten some of those words, yeah? If it's a word like communication, you write COM. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Sawa. So basically, shorthand, you know, when you acquire this particular skill for shorthand, yeah, and this skill, as I've said, is very important for you as a secretary because it will assist you to be able to take down dictation. It will also be able to assist you when you're writing minutes, yeah, because can you imagine Like, for example, right now we're in a meeting, yeah? I am saying something, maybe Esther will say something, maybe Jacqueline will say something, yeah? So when we all saying different things, yeah? And as a secretary, I'm required to take down or to take note of what everybody else is writing. Sometimes it might be difficult for me to capture everything. Don't you think so?
Yes.
And
Sure.
that's why we have got this skill, which we call the shorthand. So basically, yeah, you have seen journalists. Have you seen these journalists when they are taking press conferences? You've seen them, you know, when they are recording whatever that other person is saying. Yeah. Sometimes also because of the advancements of technology, they can record the voices of these people who are, you know, saying whatever they're saying. But a long time ago, they used to also have this skill for shorthand. Yeah, because this skill was or would be used to help them to be able to write anything that they hear. Yeah, they hear from who? They hear from this person who is talking. Yeah, yeah. For example, also in parliament. Now you can imagine in parliament where we have got so many MPs, yeah, members of parliament. Yeah, so this member of parliament raises on a point of order. Another member of parliament says something else. There's a lot of interference, yeah? But was it not, you know, the technology? Long time ago, we used to have secretaries who used to work in parliament. And their work was basically to record everything that transpires in that building or in that particular session. So shorthand is very, very important because it assists you as a secretary to be able to take down. Now, how do you take down these things? You guys have told me that you normally write them in short forms. Yeah. Now, shorthand, what we do in shorthand is that we capture the sounds that we hear. And through those sounds, every sound has got its own way of writing. So in shorthand, we don't capture the spelling, we capture the sounds. And therefore we say shorthand is a way of representing any English word. You can think about any dictionary. I think most of you have come through dictionaries, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, can you imagine all the words that are in a dictionary? Just try to imagine all those millions and millions of words that you would get in a dictionary. Do you know that it is very possible for you to capture each and every of those words in shorthand? You're going to ask me how, right?
Yes, how?
Angela, please, I'm not teaching you cults. If you see cults, hii ni kitu iko. Hii si cult, this is reality. Yeah, these are facts.
Yes.
These are some of the things that you need to know. They happen. Yeah, so basically, imagine capturing each and every English sound that you hear. But now this time, You're not capturing it in that short form that you told me. You're capturing it through a sign. Now, I'm sure all of us have got those textbooks. Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, when I gave you those textbooks, were you not shocked about those things that look like snakes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Even it's like, okay.
What did you think of? What did you think? What were some of your fears? Ulifikiria nini, Jacqueline?
So hata niliona mpaka nikasema hizi ni nini, sijaiona. So I try to read, but
ulishtuka sana ukashindwa, sasa hii ni madogodhanio gani huyu mwalimu anatupatia hizi vitu, kwani tumekuja kindergarten? Esther, how was your feeling when you saw those notes? I mean, when you saw that book?
I was just wondering, how am I even going to understand what this is? What kind of language is this?
What kind of language is this? Okay, Melissa?
Yes.
I could imagine how I'll start.
To draw.
Yes, drawing them.
Drawing
And when
them.
it comes to exam, how will you do it?
How will you
Yeah.
even do an exam?
Yes.
Now, you know, let me tell you something. It is very, very normal for you to think the way you did. Because out of your imaginations, you can't imagine at that thing, you Esther, you Felicitas, you Jacqueline, you're supposed to write those things. But that is the fact, that all those things that you saw there that look like signs, all of those small things represent an English word. So whatever that thing you're saying looks like a snake, or that sign that looks like a shape, or whatever it is, that thing represents a word. And that's why we say that shorthand is phonetic. Phonetic means what? Phonetic means it is the sounds that we hear that we are able to capture. Whatever we hear, the sound. For example, if I said a word like pay, pay, which sound do you hear? Yeah?
Hey.
Sorry? P, what else?
T.
No. Pay. Pay. Don't you hear the sound of a P and an A?
Or P. Yeah.
Sibyl.
Yes.
Hiya.
P.
Yeah.
P.
Okay.
Hey.
Apana, it is the sound, not the spelling. I know you know how to write the word pay. Pay is P-A-Y.
Yes.
Sibyl.
Yes.
But well, unasikia which sounds? P and A.
P.
Ni B.
Ni P na A. Sindio?
A. Yes.
Okay, and now another word like day. Day. Which sound do you hear?
A.
No. And which other sound?
B. A.
Eh?
Which one?
B-A.
No. I don't want you to write for me the spelling.
It's D.
D and
A.
A.
D and A. Okay. Higher. Another word, another sound. Date.
D.
D.
T.
T.
D. E.
Hapana, hakuna E mahali.
D only.
D, A, and T. Date. Hakuna mahali unasikia E. Okay. So basically,
Yes.
shorthand is a way of representing all English words through signs. And we've said shorthand is phonetic. It is the sound that we hear, and it is through that hearing that we identify with a different way of writing. Like for example, if I say P and I also say B, what's the difference?
B.
P and B. What's the difference?
The sound.
No, what
The
is the
sounds
difference?
are different.
How are they different?
The sound.
Like now when I say P, si buruti sana, si ndio?
Yeah.
But when I say situmi nini Chero?
Kwa B struggle sana ku sound.
Lakini
kwa B unatumia nini voice sana.
Exactly. Because when I say the word P and B, the sounds are different. P is a bit light. B ninafinyilia sana. Okay. Yeah. So basically, it is important. I've been able to define what shorthand is, and we said it's a way of representing all English words through signs. And we've said that it is phonetic. Phonetic means what? It is the sound that we hear, that we are able to represent through a certain sign. Up to that point, are we clear?
Yes.
Now, do you understand where you'd use shorthand?
For example?
No, I'm asking you, do you understand where you can use shorthand?
Yes.
Where?
For example, in P, you use B.
No. What I meant to ask is, do you know areas in your different duties where you can use this particular skill of shorthand? Do you know where you can use the shorthand skills?
Yes, in writing minutes.
Writing minutes, good. Yeah, in taking dictations. Maybe your boss calls you and tells you, Felicitas, please come. I want to give you some letter you respond to. So it's going to be dictating for you. Okay. Then also we've said that this skill is also used by journalists. Okay. Then also we've said that this skill is also used in parliament, yeah, or what we call the Hansard, where they are able to record everything that was said in a parliament during a session. So up to that point, do you understand?
Yes.
Not
Okay.
well understood.
Okay. Okay. Have you understood, Felicitas?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. So basically, when you saw those things on your books and you started asking yourself, oh my God, what is this? Mimi nitawahi jua kuandika kitu kama hii kweli? Did you ask yourself those questions?
Yes, I did.
And then what did you tell yourself even after seeing that? Ulijiambia nini?
I must know how to write them.
Okay. Hi, Jacqueline, what did you tell
Yes.
yourself when you saw those snakes?
Even it was miracle for me.
What was the miracle?
Because I saw this lady was a bit difficult to me.
It was a bit what?
Difficult.
Okay, you thought it was going to be very difficult for you. Okay, haya nimeanza kuona wale wa students nitakuwa wanachuna masikio. Esther, what did you think when you saw those things? Esther? I think Esther is maybe not hearing us, but I'm sure when we saw all those things, we asked ourselves certain questions. But even after asking ourselves those questions, we still went ahead and comforted ourselves and told ourselves, you know what? It doesn't matter. Hii hata ikikaa venye inakaa, Mimi, I still want to learn it. Is that what you told yourself? Esther, I was asking you, what did you think of when you saw those shorthand notes for the first time?
Oh yeah, I heard you. I actually thought it was going to be difficult as well.
Okay. How comes you have not called me to change the course?
Yeah. To change?
The course.
The course.
Okay, as in to change from secretarial to something else.
Gosh, no.
Huh? Why have you not called me?
I think I'm willing to learn. Like, I mean, I don't know what to say.
You're willing to learn regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless,
Yeah.
yes.
And now that is what we call the attitude. Now, because this is a very unique skill. Yeah. And this skill requires a lot of positive attitude. Yeah. Because somebody else would have seen them and said, me, this thing, mimi siwezi toboa. Hii story, mimi siwezi toboa. Hii, wacha tu ikae, wacha tu nitasoma next time. Wacha tu nifanye food, I mean hotel and accommodation. Let me do a different course, you know? Yeah. Or let me do food and beverage. Yeah. Or let me do customer service. Or let me do accounts. Yeah. So either way, when you saw that thing, there's what you told yourself. Regardless of the circumstances, you will still want to pursue this particular course. And that's what I've told you is what we call the attitude. Now, attitude is very, very important in shorthand. Very, very important in shorthand. And therefore, it is very important. And now this one I'm telling you from the word now. You must have a positive attitude towards shorthand. Otherwise, if you think shorthand is difficult, it is going to be difficult. If you look at it in a different way, it is going to appear the way you want it. So shorthand has got a lot to do with your attitude. Attitude in terms of you doing the assignments. Yeah, there's a lot of assignments that you have to do. So if you say, this one I'm not going to do assignment next time, that's an attitude. And now the other thing about shorthand is that we don't have notes. I'll not tell you, by the way, go to page 1, write those notes on introduction to shorthand. Hatunanga notes za shorthand. The notes that we have in shorthand is what we call drilling. Now, in shorthand, those things, we don't draw them. We drill. We drill those outlines. So you have to take time out of your busy schedule, Esther, Felicitas, and Jacqueline, out of your normal busy schedules at work, you have to get time to drill those signs. And those ones, you don't need to drill them because I have asked you. You have to drill them because it is only through drilling that you will be able to understand them. You don't drill them, you can't read them. Just that simple. So there's a lot to do with your attitude. Okay? And therefore, this is one of the most important skills for you to be considered as a secretary. For you to identify yourself as a secretary, you must have these skills. And this particular one that we call shorthand. So this one also is important for you because especially if you're working in the government or in the corporate world, yeah, they have a lot of emphasis, yeah. Even the jobs that you normally see in the newspapers, they normally have a lot of emphasis on shorthand. Have you ever seen any advertisement for secretaries? Have you ever seen? Jacqueline?
Yes.
What do they normally ask for?
Receptionist, secretary.
Yeah. Esther, what do they normally ask
Niyo tu
for?
ndio naonanga kwa nene.
Esther, unaonanga nini wewe Esther?
Mi sijaona.
Unaona advertisement yote ya gazeti asking for a secretary?
Yeah, I've seen them, but I haven't checked like secretarial per se.
Okay, now Esther, you have to start checking, okay? because you have to know what is required. Yeah, because it is only when you know what is required that you'll be able to say, okay, Kube, a secretary needs to have this, they need to have this, they need to have this. Okay, so maybe I think what I will do, I'm going to share with you different advertisements, and you'll be able to see some of the skills that they ask for when you are applying for a job of a secretary. Okay? Yeah. So when you have got this skill, you can become a personal assistant, you can become a secretary, you can become a journalist. So this skill can be used for different careers. Okay? Yeah. So this particular skill also has got so much to do with Mimi Julia. Yeah, because you know it is something that you don't know. It is something that you're learning for the first time. So I should be there to motivate you. Yeah, I am your role model. Yeah, therefore, it's raining. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so Sarah, so I'm saying, it is very important for me, yeah, as your teacher, to be the role model. Yeah, it is important for me to become that person you can look forward to. I'm supposed to be your role model.
Role model.
Okay, so can you hear me, Jacqueline?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be your role model.
Model.
Yeah, let me close this door. I'm in another house. Just hold on. So I'm supposed to be your role model, yeah? Somebody who is there to encourage you as you walk this journey, because this journey requires a lot of encouragement and it requires a lot of motivation. Therefore, I can give you my 100% support, yeah, even as you continue or even as you embark on this journey of trying to learn this particular skill that we call shorthand. So I'll be there to support you, but I'm not there to do your homework. I can tell you that for free. I will not do your homework, but I'll be there to support you, yeah, both morally, yeah, both spiritually, because you know pia hii kitu inatakanga pia tumaombi, yeah, etc. Yeah. Now lastly, this shorthand that you are doing, yeah, we've got different types of shorthands from different countries. The shorthand that you're doing is the shorthand from Pittman. Now Pittman is shorthand from United Kingdom. So when you look at those books that you have, yeah, it is from Pittman, United Kingdom, or Pittman
Kingdom.
Ambassador. We've got different types of shorthand. We've got shorthand